and 1 personal foul. Maureen has 1 personal foul as well. Number 10, Samantha Lodeman in there with 2 points and 1 personal foul. And number 4, Katie Kendall, also with 2 points for the Hawks. That brings the score to 15-13. Bethel Park Hawk lead at halftime. It has been an interesting first half. There's been a lot of shooting, but not much scoring, and that goes for both squads. The long-range three-pointers are keeping the St. Clair Panthers in the game. We'll see if they come out with a different tack or a different scheme to get the. Usually the Panthers have a good low inside game. They'll be back with the 5 who started the contest. That'll be senior. Number 4 is Katie Wood. Junior Brittany Howie, number 33. Junior Alex Jaffe, number 3. Number 10 is junior Christy Gaber, and sophomore Alex Jaffe. And Alex Gensler, sorry, that's number 2. Alex Gensler brings the ball into Christy Gaber to start the second half. And there's that low, that inside game we were looking for before from Katie Wood, but she also hoisted right up and off the rim for no big result. Bethel Park with the rebound and the shot. There's Maureen Hester with 1 off the rim. Group rebound underneath. Looks like it's off number 22. That's Kathy Poblowski to the Panthers. Alex Gensler brings it in. Almost an error there. Katie Kendall hit it off ahead. There's a wide open Brittany Howie underneath for a nice left-handed layup. Brittany Howie's first 2 points of the game, and that brings us back to a tie game at 15. Samantha Lodeman with the outside dribble. Alex Gensler on her. Katie Wood way out high to play Bridget Bielik nice and tight. There's that Maureen Hester left-handed drive into the lane and draws a foul. Looks like from Christy Gaber. I think that's number 12. Sure enough, that's Christy Gaber with her first personal foul. First team foul of the second half. The second half. But that gives Maureen Hester 2 free throws. She did not shoot any in the first half. Rattles the ball, takes it up, and rattles it home. Off the front, back, and in. 7 points now for Maureen Hester. Her first free throw of the night. 16-15 Bethel Park lead with a minute gone in the third quarter. Second one up and off the rim. The back off Alex Jaffe's hands. Back into who else's hands but Maureen Hester. Drives into the lane. Double team down low with Katie Wood and Brittany Howie. Kathy Poblowski with a jumper that rattles off the rim. Back to Bridget Bielik, who makes a nice 14-footer. Runs that one around the rim and in, and that is Bridget. 7 points for her tonight. St. Clair brings the ball up down the left side. There's Alex Jaffe, and once more a foot drag. Refs have called that pretty consistently and quite a lot tonight. That's a 6th or 7th one of those. Turnover goes back to the Hawks. Katie Kendall brings the ball in. Samantha Lodeman brings the ball down. Alex Gensler for the St. Clair Panthers meets her at half court. Down the left side, down here to Kathy Poblowski. Out long, away over everybody's head. Alex Jaffe with a good shot at it. And a free ride to the basket. And sure enough, the easy layup nets the St. Clair Panthers 2 more points. And that brings the game 18-17. That's 5 points for Alex. And ladies and gents, there's really nothing like a beautifully made layup. You're going to win games if you make your layups. Maureen Hester with the long shot. And Brittany Howie with what was probably intended to be a box out, but she knocked Maureen down and right outside the three-point line. We're sure everybody's okay, but that is Brittany Howie with her 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul of this half. No shots, floor. That's a floor foul after the missed shot by Maureen Hester. Katie Kendall with the inbounds to Bridget Bielik. Double team, and there's Brittany Howie with those long arms, takes the ball right away from Maureen Hester. Down the right side to Alex Jaffe with about a 16-foot jumper off the rim, but the rebound goes to Katie Wood, back way out high to Christy Gaber, who hits a three-point off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and into the hands of Maureen Hester. That name again. 5:54 left in the second quarter. 18-17 Bethel Park lead. Maureen Hester around Brittany Howie, off the rim, no good. Alex Gensler with the rebound, headed down the floor. Alex Jaffe to Christy Gaber, off the hand of Bridget Bielik, intended for Katie Wood. It'll be St. Clair ball. Alex Jaffe inbounds to Christy Gaber. Alex finds help in Katie Wood. Alex Gensler down low. Alex Jaffe with a head fake and a jump shot. Should have gone off the rim, off the hands of Kathy Poplawski into the hands of Christy Gaber, and the jump shot does not work for the Panthers. Dribbles off a whole bunch of hands out of bounds. And ball to the Blackhawks with 5:15 left. Third quarter, 18-17, Bethel Park lead. Kathy Poplawski down low to Maureen Hester. Drives toward Katie Wood, double team. Doesn't get anything but a long three-pointer by Katie Kendall into the hands of Katie Wood and taken right away by Bridget Bielik. And with a presence of, that's Maureen Hester who grabbed that rebound. With a presence of mind to call a timeout rather than risk a turnover or some other dramatic happening. And sure enough, timeout Bethel Park. Looks like a 30-second timeout. They hold the lead at 18-17 here, and I thought the shooting might improve here in the second half, and it really hasn't. 3 points this half for the Bethel Park Hawks and 4 for the St. Clair Panthers. One basket by Alex Jaffe. Brittany Howie has the other one. Bridget Bielik with a two-pointer for the Blackhawks and one free throw by Maureen Hester. That's about it with 3 minutes gone in this second half. Team fouls right at 2-0. St. Clair's got 2 team fouls. None for the Bethel Park Hawks, as they'll have the inbounds here. Down in the corner. That's Katie Kendall with the inbounds pass to Maureen Hester with the spin dribble right by Brittany Howie, and she drags a foot for yet another travel call tonight. It's been going both ways, and we have a substitution on the floor for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. That's sophomore Andrea Payan, giving senior Katie Wood a break. And Christy Gaber brings the ball across the timeline. Right-handed dribble, looking for help. Finds it in Alex Jaffe. First looks low, then dribbles down low and puts up about a 10-foot jumper, rattles off the front of the rim and into the hands of yet again Maureen Hester. Wish I've been counting the number of rebounds she's got. Way down the floor to Bridget Bielik, actually into the hands of Katie Kendall first. To Bridget Bielik for a layup. 9 points now for Bridget and a 3-point Bethel Park lead at 20-17. Be nice if the Upper St. Clair Panthers could get themselves a bucket right now. Alex Jaffe looking for help down low, but that man-to-man defense of the Hawks has been tough tonight. Alex Genser carries it on her hip, looks for Alex Jaffe on the right side. Hoping for something down low, but there's not much down movement for these guards. Good ball movement outside, but there's not much penetration inside. Alex Genser yet again. Alex Jaffe down low, looking for help down low, looking for help inside. And there's Alex Genser with the cut and a nice layup with Katie Kendall basically all over her back. Alex Genser gets the bucket for the Panthers. That's her second bucket of the night, 5 points. She collected a three-pointer earlier in the game. Shot put up by Maureen Hester. Off the rim, but rebounded on a very nice grab by Kathy Poplawski and an Upper St. Clair personal here. Brittany Howie yet again. That's her 4th personal foul. And Brittany suddenly some serious foul trouble here in the third quarter. 2 substitutions for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Number 30 is Amanda Weehan. She's a sophomore. And senior Katie Wood back in the game. And Brittany Howie takes a spot on the bench, as does Andrea Payan. Down low to Maureen Hester. Spin move around Amanda Weehan. Looks like Amanda got her a little bit of a push with that body. Better than giving her a free open layup. And Amanda Weehan's in the scorebook. 4 team fouls for the Panthers. There's no real threat here yet, but at 7, of course, it's a 1-and-1. It's a 1-point lead now for the Hawks at 20-19 with Maureen Hester with a free throw. Clatters it off the front of the rim. So the foul probably turns out not to be such a bad idea. It was either an easy layup by Maureen or what may result in a maximum 1 point here at the free throw line. Takes a measured dribble and off the rim, off the side of the rim, Amanda Weehan with the rebound. And that works out for the Panthers. Lead stays 1 point for the Bethel Park Hawks at 20-19. Christy Gaber brings the ball across the timeline. Left side, Alex Genser down to Alex Jaffe. Katie Wood moving down, looking for a pass. Can't quite get it. Alex Genser out top again. They're using up a lot of time here on the dribble on the outside, looking for something to go inside. Alex Genser with a head fake and a dribble down low. 8-footer. In and out yet again. The Panthers can't seem to really buy one here. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's still only a 20-19 game. Bethel Park Hawks with the lead. Down to Bridget Bielik against Katie Wood. Comes back and puts up a right-handed jumper off the left side. Kisses it right off the glass. Bridget Bielik again. 11 points now for Bridget, and a 3-point Bethel Park lead, 22-19. Alex Jaffe to Christy Gaber yet again. Alex gets on the left-hand side down low to Katie Wood. Look for Alex Jaffe down low, but blocked right into the hands of Katie Wood with a very nice scoop shot right off the rim, and that's Katie Wood with only her 4th point of the game. 2 buckets for her. Maureen Hester, how did she get by that one? She's basically double teamed. And the scoop shot by Maureen Hester goes in. 9 points for Maureen. Back to a 3-point lead for Bethel. 24-21. Alex Gensler over to Katie Wood with a nice left-hander off the rim, though. Not good. And the free ball, the rebound goes back to Bethel Park's Samantha Lodman, who settles the ball down a little bit here after a frenetic couple of minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter now. 24-21 Bethel. Down low and off the hands of Bridget Bielik into the hands of Katie Wood of the Upper St. Clair. Christy Gaber bringing it back down, left side, right side, over to Alex Jaffe, way out top to Alex Gensler, looking for some help down low. There's Katie Wood on Maureen Hester. Didn't have a very good look at it. Those long arms of Maureen Hester, I'm sure, got in Katie Wood's vision there. Maureen Hester down with a lovely bounce pass to Bridget Bielik for another layup, and that seems to be the scoring threat right now. Bridget Bielik, 8 points this half. 13 total, and now a 5-point Bethel lead at 21-16. Personal foul somewhere. Let's see which way it goes. Looks like it's on Maureen Hester. Sure enough, that's a blocking foul on Maureen Hester. That's her first team foul of the second half here. Nobody's in any serious foul trouble, but does kind of break the ice. Megan McLean on the floor. That's number 40. She's a sophomore for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. And Erin Varley back on the floor. First time we've seen her since the first half. She's also a sophomore on the floor for the Hawks. Alex Jaffe in underneath to Katie. Erin Varley guard with the rebound that time. Katie Kendall there across the court down to Bridget Bielik. Back to Erin Varley across the court to Maureen Hester. Looks like they're probably going to hold it again. They've done this the first 2 quarters already. Has got the ball with a minute to go in the quarter and just plain held onto it. Sort of annoying, but geez, if you're going to hold the lead, I guess that's the way to do it. But there we go. There's the mistake made. Alex Jaffe got her hand in. They pay the price that time. Over to Megan McLean, who dribbles toward the bucket. Back out to Alex Gensler. Trouble in the lane. And sure enough, a 3-second call. Seemed to be a good idea at the time, but Alex Gensler was triple teamed there in the lane. Had nowhere to go and couldn't get out of it with a 3-second violation. The ball goes back to Bethel, and I bet they hold it for the remaining 26 seconds of this quarter. It worked from at the end of the first quarter, didn't work at the half. They did not get a good shot off. And there's a steal yet again. Alex Jaffe with the free layup. Again, that technique doesn't work for the Bethel Park Hawks. St. Clair gets the layup. 7 points for Alex. She almost does it again to Maureen Hester. Long 3-pointer for Bethel goes. That is Erin Varley with the 3-pointer as time expires. Erin Varley's first 3 points of the game gives the Hawks of Bethel Park a 6-point lead as the third quarter expires at 29-23. And finally, we get a bit of a flurry of action there. Baskets traded back and forth. Just when you thought St. Clair was back in this game, ready to tie the score, a desperation heave basically at the third quarter buzzer gives Erin Varley a 3-pointer. And the Bethel Park Hawks a 6-point lead at 29-23. Up until then, that whole quarter was basically the Bridget Bielik and Maureen Hester show for Bethel Park. Bridget Bielik 8 points that quarter. Maureen Hester 3, and now Erin Varley 3 with the, whatever it was, almost a 20-footer, 25-footer to end the third quarter. And Bethel Park will get possession to start quarter number 4. Let's see who comes back on the floor. Probably more of the same. Looks like no changes from where we were before. That's senior Katie Wood, number 44. There is a change. Juniors, Nora Fitzgerald, number 10's on the floor for the Panthers, and junior Alex Jaffe, and sophomores, Megan McLean and Alex Jaffe. Samantha Lodman brings the ball in behind the timeline for the Bethel Park Hawks, looking for help. Can't get it. Pretty good defense by the Panthers. They do finally get it in. Sophomore Erin Varley Has to come way back for that one. Brings it over the timeline with a left-handed dribble. Looking for movement down low. There's Katie Kendall, guarded tightly by Alex Jaffe. Back out high, Samantha Lodeman. Megan McLean's got her under wraps. Erin Varley, nothing down low now. Let's see if the Panthers might be clamping on their own tough man-to-man defense. Make it tough for the Hawks to get a bucket. Alex Genser with a tough defense on Maureen Hester gets a reach-in foul. Alex's first personal. 5 team fouls now for the Panthers. 30 seconds gone in the fourth quarter. That ball comes way out to Maureen Hester. Alex Jaffe with a real run at it there from Erin Varley. It ends up in the hands of Samantha Lodeman for the Hawks. And there's those long arms of Alex Genser giving the Hawks fits. But there it is, settled down in the hands of Erin Varley over on the right side. See what Erin's got. A nice pick by Bridget Bielig down low to Maureen Hester. Alex Jaffe on her double team by Alex Gensler. And sure enough, doesn't make the bucket. Comes down into the jump ball. Alex Gensler wrestling with Maureen Hester for that one. And sure enough, the tied-up ball means Alex Jaffe looking for, oh, that was a nice move by Alex Jaffe. And Bridget Bielig clipped it from behind as that shot got off. That's Bridget Bielig's second personal foul. It's only the second team foul for the Hawks this half. Alex Jaffe gets now 2 free throws. Let's see what happens here. Drains the first one. Catches rim. That makes it 8 points for Alex Jaffe, leading all Upper St. Clair scorers. And drains the second one. 9 points for Alex Jaffe and a 4-point St. Clair deficit now. Hawks lead at 29-25. Erin Varley here on the left. I've got to see a tough defense of Nora Fitzgerald. Maureen Hester, Samantha Lodeman over the right side. Megan McLean is watching her. There's Maureen Hester with Alex Gensler playing tough defense on her. That's the right place for Maureen Hester, is away from the basket, the kind of night she's had. Bridget Bielig also, keep them as far away from the basket as you can. It's nice to see them out front. You don't want them down low. Oh, well, that was almost off the hands of Samantha Lodeman in the hands of Megan McLean. Oh, nice chance for the Panthers there, but it ends up in the hands of Bridget Bielig, who puts up an air ball, rebounded by, of course, Maureen Hester. Alex Jaffe with the personal foul that time on Maureen Hester. It's a floor foul, not a shooting foul, but that's 16 fouls now for the Panthers. Next to us is a 1-and-1. And that time, Maureen Hester gets caught with the hook. She used that elbow to try to hook her way around Alex Gensler. Got called for the foul. And that is 3 personal fouls on Maureen Hester. St. Clair with the ball, bringing it down the right side. That's Megan McLean to Alex Jaffe. Panthers need 1 good bucket here. And there's a block. That was a nice call right there, I guess. Alex Gensler with the drive to the bucket. And Maureen Hester collects her 4th personal foul, and Maureen is going to have to take a spot on the bench here or risk something even worse. Maureen Hester out. Kathy Poplawski comes back in. That's a 4th team foul for the Bethel Park Hawks as well. It's a 4-point lead for the Panthers. Bringing the ball in underneath their own basket. That's Alex Jaffe into Megan McLean with a right-handed layup, and that's how it's done. It doesn't get much easier than that. And Megan McLean has got her 2nd bucket of the night. That's 4 points for Megan. And it's only a 2-point deficit now for the Panthers. 29-27 lead for the Hawks. 5:46 to go in the game. A long, long 3-pointer by Katie Kendall. Rebound off to Alex Jaffe. Brings across the timeline looking for some help. Oh, there was Katie Wood. Way on the other side of the court. Way over Katie's head. She's tall, but she's not that tall. She's 5'11", but she could have been 6'11" and still not gotten to that ball. And it goes over to the Hawks. Erin Varley taking her sweet time, bringing the ball across the timeline. Picked up there by Alex Jaffe. It looks like it might have gone back to his own defense. Erin Varley with a shot back at a nice box out and rebound by Alex Gensler. Numbers 2-on-1 here. Alex Jaffe head to the basket over to Katie Wood, who hesitates just long enough for Bridget Bielig to go by. And Katie Wood's got a 2-point bucket to tie up this game at 29. And Bethel Park takes a timeout to regroup here. The Panthers have put on quite a run here. It looks like the Hawks went into some sort of a delay game, trying to eat up some time with what turns out to be too small of a lead. And the Panthers have taken advantage of a couple of missed shots, good rebounds, and that fast break you saw right there, the 2-on-1 nets the Panthers a fairly easy layup from Katie Wood, who beautifully hesitated just long enough for Bridget Beeley to go flying by. And this game is all knotted up with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of a very tight game. The JV game was very tight here as well. The Upper St. Clair Panthers ended up winning by 1, I think. I forgot what the final score is, but this is sort of traditional. These two rivals have been playing each other for years in this section. And it looks like that close game tradition is going to continue, and it would be great if the Panthers could open up section play with a win over arch rival Bethel Park. And they've got the ball now after that timeout. Kathy Poplawski brings it in. Erin Varley dribbles the ball up to half court. Nora Fitzgerald to pick her up at the timeline. Left side dribble down low. There's Katie Kendall, handled by Alex Jaffe. Way out to Bridget Bielick, and again, that's where you want Bridget, is as far from the bucket as you can. Erin Varley dribbles to the free throw line. Back out to Bridget Bielick. A long three-pointer and a rebound right there by Bridget Bielick. Had a very good look at the bucket, but it brought nothing except a little frustration. That may be a frustration foul right there. Katie Kendall. Bethel Park Jr. with a personal foul. It's her first personal, but that brings them up to 5 team fouls. Substitution sophomore Krista Krebs on the floor right now for the Hawks, and Erin Varley takes a rest. Nora Fitzgerald brings the ball to the timeline. Krista Krebs waiting right there for her. Megan McLean left side down to Alex Jaffe. Out to Katie Wood at the free throw line. To Alex Gensler down low. Back to Katie Wood up with a left hand layup. Nice ball work, nice work, and a nice bucket for Katie Wood. 8 points finally for Katie, and St. Clair has a 2-point lead at 31-29. Krista Krebs to the dribble outside the three-point line. Katie Kendall ends up with it. Alex Jaffe, tight defense on her, and there's Bridget Bielick, way away from the bucket, looking for help. Looking underneath, not finding anybody. Katie Kendall gets into the lane right there and throws up an air ball. But very alertly, Krista Krebs gets a hand on that ball and rattles it off Alex Gensler's shin and out of bounds. Ball to the Bethel Park Hawks. Maureen Hester with 4 personal fouls checks back in the game. And Kathy Poplawski takes a break. Ball into Katie Kendall. Headed for Maureen Hester, but Alex Gensler took care of that. Hit it out of her hands and into the hands of Nora Fitzgerald. It brings it down to Megan McLean, left side. 2 players there. Alex Gensler had it over to Nora on the left. On the right side, Alex Jaffe down low now. There's up to Katie Wood, and left-handed off the rim. No good that time, but it's off a Bethel Park hand. And back to the Panthers. 3:45 left in the game. A 2-point Panther lead at 31-29. And that'll be Alex Jaffe, Jr., bringing the ball in underneath. Outside to Nora Fitzgerald, looking for some help. Megan McLean outside the 3-point line. Nora Fitzgerald swings it around right, back to Megan McLean. Nora Fitzgerald back to Megan McLean. We're playing the 3-guard offense here. Down low to Alex Gensler, who goes for the reverse layup. And off the glass and in, sophomore Alex Gensler. 7 points tonight for Alex on a beautiful down low move. Bethel Park, Samantha Lodeman with a layup that goes off the boards. A rebound back to Bethel. Maureen Hester into the lane. Oh, we thought that was going to be a block. It turns out to be a personal foul on the drive for Maureen Hester. Megan McLean, sophomore Megan McLean with the reach-in foul on Maureen Hester as she was attempting that drive down the lane, and she'll get 2 free throws out of it. Maureen's 1 for 3 from the line tonight. She's missed her last 2. And the first one rattles out.
Number 22, Kathy Poplawski, back into the game.
The lead remains for the Panthers, 33-29, 3:11 left to go. And Maureen Hester's got one more shot coming. Takes the dribble, gets her motion down and rattles it off the front, to front, and back in. Point for Maureen Hester. That makes it a 3-point St. Clair lead now at 33-30. Nora Fitzgerald to Alex Jaffe. Back to Megan McLean way out near the timeline. St. Clair not too anxious to make any mistakes or force anything down low. There's Alex Jaffe with the dribble into the lane. Alex Gensler, sophomore, down low to the bucket. Out to Katie Wood. makes the right decision, comes out. That defense collapsed right on her, and that works out. Alex Jaffe with the ball. And the personal foul on Kathy Poplowski. It's her first team foul. 16 fouls, but now this puts both teams in the bonus. Free throws coming next personal foul with 2:45 left in the game. Alex Gensler at the free throw line takes the ball right to the hoop, off the glass and off the rim. The Panthers could have used that one with 2:30 left. Bethel Park down with the ball, and there was a very tough jumper, Samantha Lodeman, with that jumper. Samantha's 4 points for Samantha tonight. Now it's back to a 1-point game. St. Clair with a 1-point lead, 33-32. They could have used that drive by Alex Gensler as Alex Jaffe headed to the bucket that time and puts that up a little too hard. Another great chance at it. A little too much defense, too hard off the rim. Back down to Hawks, and there's a bonus for the St. Clair Panthers. Number 10, that was Samantha Loebman, was looking down low for Katie Kendall, off her hands and out of bounds to the Panthers. And St. Clair, Coach Ernie Kuntz takes a timeout with 2 minutes, 8 seconds to go in the game and a 1-point lead. And quite suddenly here, this game has gotten very interesting this last 3 or 4 minutes with trading baskets back and forth, a lot of up and down the floor action. Both teams in the bonus here. Next foul results in a free throw for somebody. It'll be the 1-and-1 if it's a floor foul. The possession arrows right now with the Hawks. Who've been in a bit of a scoring drought here. Bridget Bielik still leads all scores with 13 points. 8 points for Maureen Hester. 8 points also for Katie Wood. And I missed Alex Jaffe. Sorry, Alex. 9 points there for Alex Jaffe of St. Clair. She's the Panthers' leading scorer right now, and that's number 3, Alex Jaffe. She's on the floor right now with senior Katie Wood. There's junior Alex Jaffe, junior Nora Fitzgerald, that's number 10. And 2 sophomores, 40 is Megan McLean, and number 2 is Alex Gensler. Panthers will have the ball in, and it looks like the Bethel Park's going to put on the press. Let's see what kind it is, man-to-man press. Looks like Alex Jaffe looking for help. She's got 10 seconds to get it across the line. Alex Gensler threatened from behind. She handles that one very well. Over to Alex Jaffe on the right side. 2 players out front. Megan McLean comes off with the ball to Nora Fitzgerald. Alex Jaffe takes a look, gets to the bucket and into traffic. Ball squirts away from her into the hands of who else but Maureen Hester. And now with 1:42 left in the game, Bethel Park with a 1-point deficit and the ball. Kathy Poplowski out to Maureen Hester. Keep her away from the bucket, but there's a drive. Kathy Poplowski with a head fake toward the bucket. Tried to get to Maureen Hester, dribbled off her hands and into the hands of Alex Jaffe. 1:24 to go. Bethel Park wasted a pretty good opportunity there, but it works out for the Panthers. Nora Fitzgerald up high. Alex Jaffe down low. Cross court to Alex Gensler. Katie Wood at the free throw line. Down to Alex Jaffe, who puts up a 15-footer way off. Nothing but air that time. Might have gotten a piece of it by Bethel Park, and they come down with the rebound. Samantha Lodeman now just edges it across the timeline. Less than a minute to go. 58 seconds to go, and there she heads, drive to the bucket. And what do we got here? Somebody got her. Choice at 2. Let's see who ends up with this one. That's Megan McLean, sophomore, her second personal foul. 8 personal fouls for the Panthers, but that doesn't mean anything. It was a 2-shot foul, and Samantha Lodeman drains the first one. That ties up the game. That's 5 points now for Samantha. That was her first free throw of the contest. Substitutions now. Christy Gaber, number 12, back on the floor. Nora Fitzgerald takes a rest. Christy's fresh and she's a dynamite long-range shooter. Let's see if she gets to use her skills here. And Samantha drains the second one. That makes it a 1-point lead now for Bethel Park at 34-33. 52 seconds left to go in the game. Megan McLean looking for help. There's Alex looking low to Alex Gensler. And the long arms of Maureen Hester again with the steal and the blocking foul on Alex Gensler. There wasn't quite enough mustard on that pass from Megan. Alex never had a very good look at it.
Number 2, Alex Gensler, her second, team foul.
2 personals for Alex Gensler, and this will be a 2-shot foul for Maureen Hester, who is tonight 2 for 5 from the line. We'll see if the Panthers can stay in this one. If she can miss one of these free throws, that makes it just a 2-point game. And sure enough, he comes up about 6 inches short, misses the free throw. Opens up the door a bit for the Panthers now at 34-33, one free throw to go. A lot of noise here in the auditorium to give Marina some trouble, and she rattles it off the rim, off the backboard, and home. It's a 2-point lead now for Bethel Park at 35-33, 39 seconds to go. Panthers need a bucket right now. Oh, to send this game into overtime. It's a tip. Goes into the backcourt. That's fine. Christy Gaber comes up with it. And there's a personal foul by Maureen Hester, who is now out of the game. That is Maureen's 5th personal foul, and it sends Megan McLean to the free throw line. 4 fouls this half for Maureen Hester. And some over-aggressive play that sends Megan McLean to the free throw line. St. Clair has only had 2 shots at the free throw line today. Alex Jaffe's made both of them. And sort of the ice Megan McLean right now. Bethel Park takes a timeout with a 2-point lead for Bethel at 35-33. Only 29 seconds to go in the game. And not to say there's any pressure on Megan McLean, but she really needs to make these 2 free throws to get this a tie game, a potential for overtime. And to see if the St. Clair Panthers can't steal a win here. If a miracle can happen for us in the last 29 seconds of the game. The good news is Maureen Hester, who's been everywhere all over the floor tonight, has fouled out of the game, so she will not be a factor here in the final 29 seconds and overtime if there is one. She went to the bench and took 11 points with her, along with her 5 personal fouls. Let's see what the Panthers have on the floor this time. Looks like the same 5 they just had. Katie Wood, Alex Jaffe, Christy Gaber, Megan McLean, and Alex Gensler, with Megan McLean with a chance to put this game in a dead-all 35-35 tie. Let's see if she can drain these 2 free throws. No substitutions for Bethel Park. They had the same 5 they had when they left the floor for the timeout. Megan McLean, sophomore, shooting 1-1. Misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Bridget Bielig down with a rebound, and now all Bethel Park really has to do is hold the ball. But Alex Gensler takes care of that by fouling Samantha Lodeman, sending her to the line for 2 shots. Third. That's Alex Gensler's 3rd personal. 10 personal fouls this half means it's a 2-shot foul for Bethel, and Samantha Lodeman will be taking these 2. Drains the first one. It's now a 3-point lead for the Hawks. And Samantha's 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Ready for the second. And makes it a 4-point game. At 37-33, 21 seconds to go in the game. Let's see what the Panthers have in their bag of tricks. Can't be using any time out there. Oh, and instead of getting a nice shot or a 3-pointer for that, get Alex Jaffe. Gets happy feet. Gives it the old 2-step shuffle. Turnover goes to Bethel Park with a 4-point lead in the ball. A steal is what the Panthers need right now. It doesn't happen. Alice Gensler knocks it out of Aaron Volley's hands. And Bethel Park gets another shot at it. Katie Kendall bringing the ball in again. Man-to-man backcourt defense. Ball comes into Samantha Lodeman and fouled by, looks like, Nora Fitzgerald. So basically 7/10 of a second go off the clock. It was indeed Nora Fitzgerald. Her first personal foul of the night. But St. Clair is over the limit. And with 14 seconds to go and a 4-point deficit, Bethel Park right now is in the driver's seat. He makes the first one. 5 for 5 from the line for Samantha Lodeman. And rattles that second one off. It's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Alex Gensler on the road. 3-pointer hoisted up by Alex Jaffe. Finds nothing but air. Bethel Park down with the rebound. Samantha Lodeman grabbed by, looks like Christy Gaber did the grabbing. And with 3.6 seconds left, looks like it's just a question of how big the final margin is. Christy Gaber, that's her second parcel of the night. Panthers over the limit again, and it'll be 2 shots for Samantha, who's 5 of 6 from the line now, 6 for 7. (39-33) lead for the Hawks. And that one goes all the way in and out. Katie Wood with a rebound, but the steal by Kathy Poplawski ends the game. Final score here on December 19th. The St. Clair Panthers lose their first section game of the year to arch rival Bethel Park. The St. Clair Panthers put up a terrific fight, scratched their way back into the game, had a chance to tie coming down the end, but it ends up a 6-point game for the Bethel Park Hawks at 39-33. We'll be back here Thursday night for the Panthers' next game. My name is Kevin McGahee. My cameraman has been TJ Highland. And we'll see you again Thursday night right here for Ringgold. Thanks, everybody, and good night.